Customers requested having indicators put on his bike, so you've got to mount your indicators somewhere and try and make it not look too horrible, you know?
Yep.
So Robin's made up these little brackets to go underneath the risers. We've got to tweak them down a bit, and they have to be a certain width apart, so you have to get them, that's why, otherwise you could just stick them on here or wherever, you know what I mean? But they have to be a certain width apart by law. So we've done the front ones like that. I'll say Robin did. Robin's made these brackets up on the milling machine, so we can get the rear indicators mounted there nicely, nice and neat.
So when you say there's a legal requirement for the width of it,
Width of how far the lights are apart.
the actual indicators themselves, so they have to be a certain size?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No. It's certain laws, like they have to be able to see them from like standing 80 degrees over there or something, but it's more the width than anything else. So you've got a switch, smallest one we could find. You know, normally if this was built with indicators, it'd have another proper switch in here like these, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't do that, so that's your indicator switch. You've got earth and live going to each indicator, so black being earth. What I normally do, you've got some ring terminals and they will fit over there. So take the red cover off, get your black earth wire and just loop it back into there, yeah? So then you know you've got an earth. Alright, so that's your earthing system, otherwise you've got to run wires all over the bike everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, so just earth them back out, little ring terminal under there, yeah, a little loop of wire will be like that. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but there's not a lot you can do really. They all came with these sleeves on them, which is a pain in the arse to get back through. So they all come with those on. It's waking your mind up whether you want to look at that, which is ugly as sin realistically, and that'll all get tucked away somewhere, but is it better like that or just with a single wire coming out? I can convert them all to black. That's pretty horrible really, isn't it?
It's personal preference, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
That looks alright to me, but... So the clutch cable's black, so all I'm saying is it matches that, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it could cover it all, I suppose, yeah. Be nice if you could get that to go over that.
Could you cut it and split it and then...
Might be able to get a bit of shrink wrap on it,
Yeah.
maybe. Or we can go with that. It doesn't matter where it... That's all you've got to do is you've got to chuck them out of the way somewhere. Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? And we can just go up under there then. Underneath the speedo, because that chrome cover comes all the way to here, I think. Let's check it out. Yeah, you got a little opening there, look. We can run those in there. Yeah, that'll probably be alright, won't it? Because that's the existing wire in there. Okay, we'll do that. And the rears, we're going to have to run up the side of the frame somewhere. So if you're doing it properly, you'd drill a hole in here, or drill a hole in there, or under there, and route them through the frame. You can blow an airline up and blow them through, or blow a bit of string through. It's just horrible, they just kink up like that.
Can't you just use shrink wrap instead?
Yeah, probably.
Like give it a more of a...
Yeah, it'd be more of a better look, wouldn't it? Okay, well let's sort that out, what we're going to do with them, that's fine. I'm just going to have to put little tiny cable ties around it to hold it.
Yeah, because shrink wrap will give it a matte finish as well, wouldn't it?
Okay, so the basics of it, the actual wiring, all you need is a switch and a flasher unit. One of them. So you have a switch live goes to one point on your flasher unit, yeah?
Yeah.
The other side of the flasher unit goes to the centre wire on your switch. Okay, so you've got a live feed in, whichever way round it is, it's probably the green one, the red one, sorry. And then one way, we'll turn that side on.
Yeah.
So that's left hand, upwards, right hand. So that's that, right? And then out of that, you join two wires to that for your left hand.
Yeah.
One goes to the front indicator, one goes to the back indicator.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what the bulbs are in it, you need a certain amount of resistance to make that flasher unit flash.
Okay.
Okay, so these might be the wrong bulbs, I don't know, because they were just cheapy indicators. really you want what they call a 22 watt bulb. So we'll have to see what they are, if there's enough resistance to fire that. If there isn't, you can get what's called a solid state flasher unit, and that doesn't matter what amperage bulbs you've got, what wattage bulbs you've got in there, it will fire anyway. And then your other terminal on there, because it did have an alarm on it, and we've taken it out, that was an alarm warning light, so we'll put that back in there, and that will flash when the indicators are on.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell if it's still on. But you need it on a switch live to there, out the other side of it, to the switch, left, right, resistance on the bulbs makes it flash. And that's basically it. You've got your flasher unit, 3-pin flasher unit. Right, so that's your ignition switch. Right, so you've got your battery. So negative goes to earth. Positive feed to your ignition switch, yeah? So you come out of your ignition switch on a switched live. So that's out, so that's still running positive to the supply side of the flasher unit, yeah? And you've got your switch here. And you've got your warning lamp there. So switch live, yeah? So you've got no power to that until you turn the ignition on. Okay, so then it comes out of there, goes to the centre of your switch, your 3 wires coming out, yeah? 3 pole. So then out of there, you've got left hand indicator. Why did I write a 4? And right hand. Okay. So that wire comes out when it's switched to that, and then it's joined and splits 2 ways. Okay?
Yep.
Same as that one. So you come out here, joined and splits 2 ways. Obviously the other side of this, you've got 2 wires. That's earth. That's earth. That's earth. And your other wire is earth. Okay? So that's that. And you've got your warning lamp there. One side of that wire is earth. That comes round, goes to the other side of that. Okay?
Yeah.
So you click your switch down, enough resistance on those 2 bulbs to fire the flasher unit, then you get your indicator up to the warning lamp.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically the principle of it.
I used to work in a theatre, and we used to have to rewire plugs all the time, and the way we would remember how to wire a plug would be the brown wire, BR brown, bottom right, blue, bottom left, and that's how we sort of learn how to do it.
Earth in the middle, yeah. So that's your basic principles of it. Nothing complicated there at all. But it's just making sure, like you were saying, aesthetically it looks nice. If I get shrink wrap a bit bigger than that, and I can shrink wrap it over those, can't I? So let's have a look for an earthing point in here. We can just pop the speedo off. So we've got a nice bolt there, straight to earth on the frame. So I can put all my 2 blacks from there, they'll go into there. So 2 blacks straight to earth, yeah? That wire will come out of there, we'll run it down there nice and neat. So you have a switch live into the red, and then whichever feed out you want. And then we'll put a double up there, run the wires to the rear down here, underneath the frame so you can't see them. These will probably, when the sheathing's on them, run them up. All I've got to do is extend the wires, yeah? So extend that to join that side, red, and that to earth, which will probably just run up and run off the battery terminal. Straight to earth. Yeah, that'll work.
It's quite simple, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is, yeah. What Robin made, they've gone on the, for your chain adjusters.
Okay.
Chain tensioner, so, yeah, just a hole in there, machined it round so it fits nicely on that circle, look. Rounded the radiuses off.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously, like I say, it's up for sale. Not quite sure what the customer wants for it yet, but I'll have a chat with him. So if anybody's interested in it, give us a shout, and I can always forward your number to him, or vice versa. Yeah, and have a chat with him.